if I'm a medium and I'm talking about spirituality and healing and things like that, is it a little strange that I wrote a book about manifesting, about making money? How many of you think that's a little strange, right? Because we're not supposed to be spiritual and want to make money. Well, I don't believe that. I think that we're here on this planet to live a beautiful, joyful life. And that in order to do that, we need to have money to do the things we want to do. To have the experiences that we want to have and to live a great life and to help others, we need to have abundance in our life. We're not supposed to be here just having a bunch of difficult lessons. We're supposed to be here having a joyful life. But a lot of us forget that, and we think that we're kind of more spiritual if we're having a little bit of a hard time. Yeah, this person over here, you're always making sure everything's difficult for you because you feel a lot better if things are difficult. But a lot of us do that. So I was completely normal until I was about 40. And you know, some people go through kind of a midlife crisis. I suddenly woke up and started talking to dead people and doing other kinds of freaky stuff. But I was just the same as you. Like, I felt like I had no psychic abilities. I, didn't think I could do anything. And I had this change, and the world opened up for me. It took me a while to believe it. But then I started working with these energies. So let me tell you a little bit about this book, which I said was my first book that I wrote. But, I kind of feel like I cheated when I say I wrote it because I didn't really write it. You see, what happened was I had done some meditation, and I remember having some conversations with my spirit guides. This was after I'd already kind of, tapped into the spirit world and was teaching mediumship and stuff, but, I still had my own problems. And I remember having an issue with some finances stuff, with some real estate, and reading these great books like Deepak and stuff like that, and I thought, oh, wow, this sounds really great. The Secret. Sorry, what? Saved by the Light. Yes, if you read Saved by the Light, you are all saved. I didn't know you were there, Daniel. Thank you, Daniel, for being in my class today, intimidating me. So anyway, I'm reading these great books like Saved by the Light, but they're a little bit too highbrow for me. And it was difficult for me to get that message and put it into my life. It sounded really good, but how do I really do it and get it in my life? And so I sat with my spirit guides and I said, okay, you need to give me something a little bit more simple than this. You need to kind of explain it a little clearer. And they said, okay, we'll give you a little slice each day. You just concentrate on that little slice. So each day they gave me a little piece. So one day we talked about setting goals. Another day they talked about appreciation. Another about visualization. And we did this for about 30 days. And my problems went away and I completely forgot about it and I put my notes somewhere. And that was it. So a couple of years go by, and now I'm teaching mediumship and talking about spirituality and that kind of stuff. But then I have another little problem comes along. It's kind of another little niggly real estate thing again. And I'm banging my head against the wall, and I'm talking to my spirit guide, and I'm like, okay, what's the deal? Why am I not getting help here? And my spirit guide's like, well, look at your notes. Look at what you've written. I'm thinking, oh, yeah, right, okay, fine, I'll get round to it. And I'm thinking, oh, yeah, I must have written something somewhere. About an hour later, as the universe works, I get a call, and my assistant says, you're talking this weekend, and I've got somebody that wants to interview you about your manifesting talk. I said, I'm not doing a manifesting talk. I'm doing a talk about mediumship. I said, well, yeah, they know about that, but they want to talk to you about the other one, about the manifesting one you're doing. And I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. So I call up the owner of the show, and I ask him, and he goes, oh, yeah, I had a space, and I thought you'd be really good. I thought you could maybe talk about that. So is it okay I put you down? So I thought, oh, yeah, you sneaky spirits, right? Now I have to go find something that I'm going to write about. And on my computer, I have this little icon, and it said, manifesting book. So I thought it was like, I don't know, something I'd made, some workshop notes or something, and I opened this up, and there is an entire book.